Chapter 8. As the crowd stood in awestruck silence before the temple, the earth beneath them suddenly convulsed with a violent quake. The stand swayed precariously, and panic erupted like wildfire among the spectators. The ground trembled violently, sending waves of terror rippling through the crowd. Above them, the sky burst open with flashes of lightning, revealing a shadowy figure obscured by storm clouds. The mere presence of the figure was both electrifying and terrifying. On stage, Titan's expression shifted from curiosity to a slow, knowing smile. Hogan sprang into action, rallying the militiamen stationed by the temple entrance.
"Fire at will! Now! Don't let it get closer!"
he commanded. The militia responded, unleashing a barrage of lasers into the sky, but their efforts were futile. The guards, faces taut with urgency, scrambled to usher the 10 kings off their platform and into the safety of armored vehicles. In a crackle of thunder, 2 brilliant lights descended into the temple courtyard behind Titan. A few people scattered in the crowd began to glow. Those whose bodies were not glowing were too terrified to notice. Abigail's eyes widened with panic as she looked down at herself. She had no glow about her body, but Matt did. She tugged at Matt's arm frantically.
"Matt, Mom, come on! We need to get out of here!"
Matt looked down at himself. He noticed neither Abigail nor his mom were glowing. He tried to calm her down with a reassuring smile. He placed one hand on Abigail's shoulder and the other on her head, looking up at the sky and mouthing silent words. In a split second, those who were illuminated were lifted skyward in a flash of blinding light, surrounded by crackling lightning. Abigail and Rachel stood rooted to the spot as Matt and the others were whisked upwards. Phoenix, navigating through the chaos with purpose, grabbed Rachel and Abigail.
"This way! Now!"
he shouted over the uproar, shielding them from the surrounding mayhem. Inside the twilight of the caves, people flooded in and were packed together like sardines. A woman in her 30s, with wide, frightened eyes, held her child close to her chest, her heart racing with each echoing footstep and whisper.
"Quiet! This whole damn thing could collapse on us."
Nearby, a shorter man found himself shoved against the cold, unyielding stone walls, gasping for breath as he struggled to maintain his footing.
"Better to be crushed than to face him who sits on the throne."
A tall male, visibly trembling, raised his voice in near hysteria, his words reverberating off the rocky surfaces.
"Flee the wrath of the Lamb, for the great day of his vengeance has arrived."
Phoenix barked orders as he pushed through the crowd.
"Out of her way! Now!"
he commanded. He pulled Rachel and Abigail behind him, maneuvering through the throng of panicked people. Abigail, dazed and disoriented, was pushed around by the surging crowd and couldn't hold on to his hand. Despite Phoenix's best efforts to protect her, she collapsed amidst the chaos.
"Abigail? Abigail!"
Phoenix called out, his voice laced with concern as he frantically searched for her.